If you need any Ultimate Team coins, head over to footcoinking.com. There's a link in the description, and if you use my discount code CHES, CHES, as you can see on screen, you'll get yourself an extra 5% off. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again, and welcome to episode number 21 of the Borussia Dortmund career mode. And today we start with Bundesliga action away from home against Bayer Leverkusen. We had a very tough game against them at the opposite fixture earlier on this season. We were just about able to come away with a 4-2 victory in a very well fought game. We were hoping for a similar performance and hopefully a similar result in this one. As you can see, we currently sit second with 3 games in hand on Schalke, who are 4 points above us. So the title is most definitely still on. We just need to make sure that we keep picking up points. And Henrik Mkhitaryan is going to play through Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang here in the opening 10 minutes or so. We mentioned yesterday that he was being particularly wasteful when we're thinking of moving him on, and that was only going to be more the case here in today's episode. Unfortunately, misses that good chance early on in the game, and we stay at 0-0. But we are going to get another one here. I had the option to square it to Aubameyang. I actually declined the opportunity, smashed it with Mkhitaryan himself, and the Armenian gives us a great 1-0 lead in the 41st minute. Real smashing effort, a cross goal into the far top corner. I was particularly impressed with that, and we were actually going to build on that just a few minutes later. As you can see, Grosskreutz is on the ball. Great feet to get inside. Rides the challenge, we get the advantage, but he finds Mkhitaryan with a ball. Left foot strike all the way across the goal into the bottom corner, and the Armenian has 2 goals in 2 minutes to give us a good lead as we go in at half-time. Of course, Leverkusen are a side that can pull that sort of deficit back again, and they were going to try and do exactly that in the second half. Sidney Sam is a very tricky character out wide on the wing. Of course, in real life has actually moved now to Schalke from Leverkusen. It's actually a player I'm thinking of trying to buy in the summer window of this career mode series, but he is involved here. Fortunately, we're able to get a block on the initial shot, and then Vorscheid's header from the resulting corner is straight at his former teammate in the shape of Bernd Leno in goal, who actually has improved quite a lot since we brought him in from Bayer Leverkusen. I've been impressed with him. Still not impressed with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang though. Another wasteful opportunity there. All he had to do was just hit that low and hard and it would have gone in, and he put too much behind it. It rose wastefully over the top of the bar, and I am most definitely going to be selling him on later in the season. And they had a great opportunity there, 5 minutes from time, to get themselves back in the game. Unfortunately for them, missed the opportunity, and a similar ball here. Another lob ball from Sidney Sam over the top, looking in behind towards Rolfes this time. Good tackle from Jojic, can't clear it though. Rolfes with a great effort, and Bernd Leno with a wonderful reaction save to deny his former teammate. Again, another goal, and we are able to come out with a 2-0 win and all 3 points from this one, which is very important in the push for the Bundesliga title. But what else is very important is our next game away from home in Turkey against Galatasaray in the second leg of the Europa League semi-final. Of course, we won the opening leg 2-1 at home at Signal Iduna Park, and of course they were able to get themselves an away goal there, which means if the scores remain as is, as they go 1-0 up after 3 minutes, they'll actually find themselves going through on away goals, because of course it currently stands at 2-2 on aggregate, and of course because they scored that away goal in the opening leg, then that would see them through as per that ruling. But Marco Reus is going to have a great shot here, well saved by Fernando Muslera, who is in good form in this game. It has to be said, both goalkeepers were going to be pulling off a lot of saves for the rest of the game. It was most definitely one of the most action-packed games we've had this season, and Mats Hummels wins the header. Scored quite a few headers from corners for us this season, but unfortunately this time again the Uruguayan goalkeeper is on hand to make a very good save. And Felipe Melo is going to find Hajrovic. Lovely through ball here in behind the defender. Piszczek can't get back at him, and he's going to find the back of the net for his second goal, Galatasaray's second goal, and they now lead 3-2 on aggregate. So we needed to pull our finger out. They had a corner though. We're actually going to catch them on the counter-attack from this. Alex Telles gets caught on the ball by Eric Durm. He's just going to sprint, continue to run all the way down the pitch and put a glorious ball into the box. He just has the legs on the defenders here, just to get around the outside. And I was looking for the man at the back post there, Alessio Cerci, and that is a world-class finish. We had Marco Reus score an absolute banger yesterday, and that one is, whilst less spectacular, still just as good technically, and crucially just as important in the overall signs of this tie. As you can see, beautiful technique to get that down across goal, and making it come off the woodwork as well just makes it even more pleasing to the eye, because everyone loves a shot that comes off the post or the bar and goes into the back of the net, and that one was most definitely one of the best goals we've scored this season, along with that Marco Reus goal yesterday. We're actually going to get another chance here on the half hour, still well in the first half. Defender misses the header. Ramos pounces in behind him and smashes the ball into the back of the net to give us technically a 2-2 lead overall in the game, because that now of course means that we are winning 4-3 on aggregate, but we still weren't done, not only for the first half but for the game as a whole. Hajrovic this time looking to become a goal assister as opposed to goal scorer, and actually, despite not actually making contact with the player before he had the shot, Socrates does bring Yilmaz down after the ball has gone, which I guess can only be the only saving grace in the fact that he didn't pick up a red card there in that situation, because he was most definitely the last man. Shot was away after or before he made contact, but it's a clear foul, and obviously in this side that Galatasaray have, in the squad that they have, Wesley Sneijder is always going to be the man that gets to take their set pieces if Didier Drogba's not on the pitch, and he smashes it straight down the middle to give them a 3-2 lead as we went in at the break. And of course that means that they now are on level terms at 4-4 on aggregate, but with 2 away goals we would still go through if the scores remained as per or as is. And they're actually going to come back at me in the second half, and they were going to have so many chances in this second period. Hajrovic with a glorious opportunity to get himself a hat-trick there. That would have put them 4-2 up, and of course 5-4 up on aggregate, but he just hit the base of the post. It wasn't a very good connection on the shot, and we live to fight another day. Yilmaz is going to find the same player at the back post. Hajrovic again with another effort. For some reason, the defender there, Dern, went to go with an overhead kick of his own, missed the ball completely, and fortunately that perhaps was enough to put Hajrovic off at the back post, and for him to miss the chance overall. We're going to have a chance of our own here, building it quickly from from back to front rather. Mkhitaryan slots through a wonderful ball here for Alessio Cerci to run to. Been probably our second best player this year behind Adrian Ramos, and he brings us back into the game at 3-3. So we're level on the night in 90 minutes rather, but we are of course going to win 5-4 on aggregate. So we are through to the final of the Europa League, and that will come as a live commentary as always whenever we get to the final of the competition at the end of the season. And our opponents will be, as you can see, Valencia. They knocked out Tottenham over 2 legs in the semi-final, and they've also knocked out Stuttgart and Manchester City, so they've had a rather rough ride towards the final, but they deserve to be there, and we're most definitely not going to take them lightly at all. But we've got the final game of the episode now, again still trying to keep up the pressure on Schalke at the top of the table with a game at home against 1899 Hoffenheim, team that actually beat us when we played them last time in the Bundesliga, but fingers crossed with home advantage we can come away with a better result today. So you'll be able to see by the table that's going to pop up on your screen any second now that we're actually only 1 point behind Schalke now with 2 games in hand. So if we can maintain our 100% recent winning record, then we will go top of the table with a game in hand and the chance to extend that lead in tomorrow's episode. But Aubameyang again wasteful, hitting the bar there, perhaps a little bit unlucky, but he bounced back out from the goal and he wasn't able to get to the rebound, and we stay at 0-0. But he's involved again, this time playing the ball out wide to Raheem Sterling, cutting inside with a really nice Ronaldo shot, finds Aubameyang at the back post, and he's wasteful again. He's got to put that into the back of the net from there. I don't care who you are. 5 yards out from goal, £25 million the club played for him before we even started the career mode, and that is a wasted opportunity on the par with anything he's missed all season long. It really is. He's going to get another chance here though. Noor Shaheen is going to stand the ball up to him again. Another header from 6 yards, another shot that hits the bar, comes back out, and we can't capitalise. So frustrating. We're going to get some more chances before this particular move is out. Jovic strikes it from 40 yards but doesn't get a clean connection on it, and it just trickles straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. If he had smashed it into the back of the net, that would have eclipsed Marco Reus's goal yesterday and Alessio Cerci's earlier on in today's episode, because that would have been superb. But Aubameyang is going to get another opportunity here. This time I decide to play it across rather than have an effort, because I don't feel confident with him having the shot on target. And actually even his passing was off. That chance, as you'll see from the replay, even all he's got to do is just square that there to Depay and it's an easy finish. He actually plays it behind him by a couple of yards. Fortunately, Depay has the speed of feet and mind to be able to read the ball behind him, get back to it and put it into the back of the net, and we take a 1-0 lead. And actually is involved here again. Shot well saved. Aubameyang does finally get the ball into the back of the net, but not without smashing it straight at the defender when he's got an open goal in front of him. Oh, I just don't know what to do with Aubameyang. I really do think I'm going to move him on in the summer and actually replace him with 2 players, because of course he plays both up top and out wide for us in rotation terms for the side. Whenever we don't have Adrian Ramos available, he plays up top. Whenever we're rotating the wingers, etc., he will play out wide. And I think I'll sell him and replace him with a player in each position so that we have, you know, extra depth in the squad, because that's something we've been missing recently this season, especially with all of the injuries we've been picking up. But Polanci's going to have a chance to get them back in the game here as he sets up Hoffman, but Bernd Leno makes his second good save in short succession, and we're able to maintain our 2-0 lead all the way until the final whistle. So we take a 2-0 win from that game, somehow managed to get a 3-3 draw away from home in Turkey against Galatasaray, which was by no means an easy feat, and then we're through to the final of the Europa League. And unfortunately Schalke played another game in between us playing that one and us coming back to the league table, so we're still only a point behind with 2 games in hand. Bayern Munich are 6 points behind us. We actually have a game in hand on them as well, despite them also having a game in hand on Schalke. So you have to say we are most definitely in pole position for the league title. We'll round that up tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last game, or the last episode, with domestic Bundesliga football in it for this opening Bundesliga season. But that's going to bring this episode to a close. So if you could leave the video a like if you enjoyed, that'd be absolutely superb. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. There's plenty of career mode and Ultimate Team on this channel. 2 videos every single day. Dortmund career mode, a My Player series, and a Road to Glory and Ultimate Team as well. If you don't know what and when I upload, then there is a schedule in the description and on the About tab of the channel page as well. Subscribe if you haven't already, so that we can hit 16k subs. That's just on the horizon. And of course, feel free to check anything you may have missed on the channel page, and head over to Footcoin King to grab yourself some Ultimate Team coins if you need any. There is a link in the description along with the discount code. But that's all for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll have a My Player video for you tonight. So no, not tonight. Today is Wednesday, so you'll have a Luis Suarez Road to Glory episode tonight. But that's all for this afternoon. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.